believe this is a test. Alright, good day folks. This is my second ladder placement match. I'm here playing as random and I got the role for Zerg. My opponent is a bronze level player and he's playing Protoss in the red over here. So let's get things started. First in the queue with a drone. Good luck, have fun, I say. And my opponent here is eerily silent. Oh, there we go. Quite delayed. Playing mind games of some sort, probably. Overlord Scout headed out. The map is Daybreak Alley. 2 watchtowers in the middle. Typically, you'd want to go for one of those with your scouts. Looks like my opponent is attempting a wall-in. Alright, he should be building more workers, but this is a bronze level player after all. Going for gateway first, no early expand. Okay, there goes some probes, queuing up 3, that's unnecessary. I'm at 15 workers at the moment. Headed out for my expansion. Overlord is halfway across, and my drone scout is also on his way out. Notice that I did not go for any of the watchtowers because I am playing a low-level player in a placement match, so I didn't think it would be necessary. My opponent is only at 14 supply. Again, queuing up 3. Gas is down from my opponent. He's chasing my drone to try to delay my scout, but I'm just gonna continually move around the base, distracted. Cybernetics core is going down. And there I'm doing circles around this base so I can continue macroing at home. Spawning pool down. Probably a little late. His first zealot is almost complete. He has idle workers. Well, not quite idle, he's just preparing to build. Chrono boosting warp gate. Now his zealot is out on the chase. My second overlord is approaching his expansion to keep an eye on that location. I'm currently saturated at 14 to 24 on the minimal patches. My opponent is 15. I'm surprised he managed to do so well. Continually building more. There goes my overlords, and I should be momentarily building more drones. That's what I believe I did. I can't remember. Oh, there we go. There goes the drones there. Drones down here. 2 queens in production for the larva. My gas is up, but I've only used one of them. This is a good idea. I should have put one of them here. It actually poppable. My opponent is 3 out of 3 for both his geysers. In an attempt to escape, my drone gets decimated. Preparing for expansion, there it goes. Oh. Looks like it didn't go all the way. Well, that's irrelevant. I have an Overlord out position here because I believe it's necessary to scout for incoming warp prisms. If you play Zerg, it is imperative to position your Overlords in scouting locations in which drops may come through, such as this one. They usually curl around the map, towards the top, and downwards towards my expansions. But if I position Overlords in this position, this position, this position, and this position, I should be able to see most of the drops that will be coming towards my expansion. Over here, I've built a bunch of Zerglings and preparing a Baneling nest because thinking that this would be an easy win on my first place in the match, I decided to go for a quick Baneling bust. But soon I will realize that this bronze level player is not to be underestimated. More Zerglings reduced. Zergling speed. My opponent has a single Archosis pylon down here. So upon seeing that, I can't remember what I did. I think I went for it. I'm not exactly sure I remember. His saturation on minerals, 1624, and just 124 here. As for me, I got 1224, 624. I'm actually pretty even. No, I'm actually slightly ahead. But being Zerg, I should have more. And there goes my Banelings. I'm morphed in a few of them over here at the watchtower. My Overlord is now moving towards the expansion to keep an eye on any structures that might be plumbed down on this location. I'm moving in an Overlord scout here. And my Overlord scouts just about everything I needed to know. And there comes the Zerglings, about to move in. I'm queuing up 16 more Zerglings as I run up to the attack. My opponent doesn't have very many units at all. I should have been able to destroy him with this very first attack, but as you can see right now, that attack is going to fail because of some poor poor decision making, and his static defenses might have been enough to turn the tide. I go straight for the Nexus. I turn around, I go for pylons. Yeah, it's a poor decision making there. I should be after I'm back home considering my huge bank. And now, right clicking on the Nexus, not a very good idea. I am desperate attempt to take down the pylons to disable his production. Now I got some Zerglings incoming. Maintenance speed's almost done. My opponent attempts to rebuild the pylon, powering the cybernetics board despite its irrelevancy. I did not notice he had an observer. I didn't really care at this point. Forge. Double forge down for my opponent. Research and blink. I again target the pylon in a futile attempt to take it down. Meanwhile, reinforcements are getting ready to morph in more Banelings. he actually sees my banelings and yet does nothing about them. His enemy observer is now scouting my base. He doesn't see much. Maybe he forgot about it. His banelings about to move in. I kind of wasted them right there. I should have saved it up for pylons. And now he actually has warping capabilities. So once again, bad decision making. I try to move banelings up here to take out some workers. Got a few there. Finally, the artillery pylon goes down. Click right on the photon cannon, change my mind. Terrible decision making right there. Absolutely terrible. Once again, target pylon, because I need to take out his production facilities. Meanwhile, I am building up drones somewhere, right here, for more saturation. And looky here, my opponent has finally got himself a Heart of the Swarm unit. I move out to destroy probes because I see the necessity for his production, considering my economy is also quite lackluster. After taking out the pylon, I can stop the upgrades. And I now notice that he has built 3 pylons to power his gateway cluster. More reinforcements moving in. My opponent has 1 weapon upgrade where I have absolutely 0. Right now I'm building the absolution chamber to counter any air he may have and upgrades of my own. More Zerg, or banelings, I mean. What do? Do I attack? And there goes the Stargate. Oh boy. Let's speed things up a bit. Again, he builds photon cannons. I take out one of his gateways and once again disable a majority of his production. He has yet to repower his robotics facility. 2 pylons going down to repower their gateways. At this point, I do not know that is the Stargate. So, I guess it's engineer. My opponent has got some warpers in my base and has warped in a bunch of stalkers out in my economy. Berserkers eventually saved the day. I have 11 saturation at my natural, 6 saturation at the 3rd, and now I'm beginning to repopulate the main. In order to counter potential drops, I am now amassing queens. And my opponent now sends in these small ground units to harass. Quite futile, if you ask me. This is not going to get it. This is quite ridiculous. Quite a waste. It just throws away his mothership core. Here we have a warp ray coming in. Again, he is throwing away his gas. Not that it matters, because I have I don't have much anti-air, but once I get the queens out, I transfuse change to take out to avoid grabbing. He is queuing them directly into my base, it appears. Look at that. huge Zergling army preparing another attack. Now I notice that he has going carriers. In a desperate attempt to stop him, I took out the pylons once again. Took out his diggings, but that was no good. As he still had photon cannons and now has a superior tech advantage. Once again, he repowers his pylon clusters. His gateway cluster with pylons. He has yet to expand to his third. I have 8 saturation on my third, 9 saturation on my natural, and pathetic on my main. Once again, he begins a harass move. He works a Dark Templar in hopes that I will not see them, but luckily I have spore crawlers around my bases. I desperately try to save my lair by shooting trees fuses, but that does not get me anywhere as it eventually falls. He now targets the spore crawler that my Zerglings clean up. And now he sends in his carriers. Oh boy, this is when I get in trouble. To counter this, I had to send in my whole Queen fleet and focus fire on the carriers. An attack move does not do any good on this. Transfuses not quick enough. And he just retreats. He could have won the game if he killed off the queens and kept the pressure on. But now, I had him a ton of corruptors out. Going carrier hunting. Two more carriers join his previous 2 for a grand total of 4 carriers. Oh, looks like he's splitting up again. Here I come. Focus fire on carrier. Focus the other. Straight back out. And now my mutalisks are out to continue my harass and attacks. He's sending out a small stalker force. Carriers have run my main base once again, and now focusing down my spawning. But now this one is pretty much irrelevant. Because I already have my layer checked out, and I didn't see any need to go further up. Focusing down his army. So now Zerglings, scout first, Willis flying in, take care of the stalker force. Reinforcement stalkers come in, take out my Willis. 14 more on the way to replace the fallen. Now I am about to move in for what I hope would be my killing blow. And look at here, my enemy is drone probe training in the middle of nowhere. And he just leaves. Oh well, that was an interesting game. I hope you enjoyed the replay and casting of my second placement match. Have a nice day, folks.